The White House says its capital gains tax would only hit a, quote, small number of rich people. But who exactly are these millionaire earners? Robert Frank joins us with the latest on that. Robert, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Biden's proposed capital gains tax is aimed at those with combined capital gains and ordinary income of more than $1 million a year. That's about 500,000 taxpayers, what they call at the White House the top sliver. But research shows those million-dollar earners are not the same people every year. The real number is actually far bigger over time. A study done by Bob Carroll at the Tax Foundation looked at million-dollar earners over a 9-year period. Now, more than half made the list for only one of those 9 years. Just 6% were million-dollar earners over the entire 9-year period. It also found that one-time capital gains windfalls were the big reason that many people made the list and also the reason they fell off. Now, a lot of those were so-called one-time wonders. These are people who made $1 million in 1 year by selling a business that they may have spent a lifetime or even generations building. Capital gains accounted for half of those one-time millionaires. The study concluded, quote, millionaires are a highly transient group of taxpayers, and capital gains realization is at least one reason. Now, since it won't be adjusted for asset inflation, the new capital gains rate would likely hit millions of taxpayers, not just 500,000, over the next decade. Guys?
You're making this tougher for us, Robert. You're making the issue tougher. When you look at those type of numbers, is there any way to build a tax to the extent you wanted to have a tax like this that somehow wouldn't capture the one-time wonder? Has anybody thought through that?
Well, I guess you could say you have to make that amount just in capital gains or, combined income over, let's say, a 2 or 3 year period. But again, there would be a way to game that system as well. I don't think necessarily that the goal or the tax is necessarily wrong or amoral or this is a reason not to do it. I just think you have to be more honest about what the numbers really are. It's not just a tiny sliver of 500,000 people. It's 500,000 people, many of whom change every year. So over a period of time, you're talking about millions of taxpayers. Just be honest about what the numbers really are and who that group really is. These are people that don't make that amount every year, but may just make it 1 year. Maybe it's fine for them to pay that tax. Look, $1 million in 1 year still makes you wealthy, at least for that year. But I just think, again, it's important to put real numbers behind this and explain who these people are and how they really make their money.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.